So at the day one Monday Night Raw event, Dwayne The Rock Johnson came back. And for the first time as The Rock, he finally acknowledged the head of the table. The Rock wants the head of the table. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Now, Dwayne, as Dwayne Johnson, he has teased this match for years. During the promo of that movie him and Roman Reigns were in together, they talked about it a little bit. He also talked about it on Young Rock. But now that we're getting into WrestleMania season, we're getting closer and closer and closer to Philadelphia. It seems like The Rock wants to jump on the road to WrestleMania. I know a lot of the American Nightmare supporters, they're getting antsy, they're getting afraid, they're getting scared. So let's break down what this could mean for the WWE. Now, first and foremost, you could just do The Rock versus Roman Reigns, just a regular one-on-one match at WrestleMania. That seems to be where all the money is going to be at. That seems to be the all-betting favorite to see. Rock versus Roman, 1 versus 1. That's what most of the people would bet on. That's what most of the people want to see. And by bet on, I mean just guess, because there's multiple paths they could take. This is the most likely path. You get Rock on the poster, you get Roman Reigns on the poster. The biggest movie star, the biggest wrestler. It just makes sense. They're in the same family, sort of. You have the Samoan ties. You have the Anoa'i, Fatu. All those ties. Maya Villa, all of them. This could be a very, very, very hectic situation for the Samoans. Y'all gonna have to pick a side. But all jokes aside, this is wrestling. But I would want to see it, man. I would love it, man. I think that would be a dope match. The entrances would be very Polynesian. It would be very dope, man. But then again, what happens to Cody? So now we have the rumor that The Rock could just be standing in Cody's corner against Roman Reigns. And that makes sense because in the storyline, Roman Reigns manipulated all the family members, got them all turning on each other, got the twins fighting. So that makes a lot of sense how The Rock could come in, bring some law and order back to the family. Then he could face Roman Reigns at a later pay-per-view, maybe WrestleMania next year. You build it for a whole year. The Rock dips in and out and just build it up. And Roman doesn't necessarily need the titles for this match. So The Rock could stand in Cody's corner. Cody could get the titles. He could move on to do what he does. And then we could move forward with the Bloodline Civil War. That is something WWE could do. If they're doing these super long storylines, I definitely could see that. Some people are also saying The Rock versus Roman could happen in Perth, Australia at the Elimination Chamber. I don't see that happening because it's not enough time to promo it. And it's such a big match. I think they want to do that domestically. I could actually see them sliding Cody in the Elimination Chamber main event with Roman and just going ahead and getting the story out the way and having Cody lose to some type of shenanigans. Or even have Cody just win, but he could lose to some type of bloodline shenanigans. And then that could be what brings The Rock in to say, you know what? I had enough of my family out here looking bad. You guys are manipulating each other. I'm coming in. I'm bringing some order back to the family. And then that could be how you bring him into the storyline. Then another thing you have to think about is the triple threat. Because WWE, they love doing triple threats at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan is famous for them. So could Dwayne, Cody, and Roman have a good old triple threat for the title? I think if that happens, Roman's going to stack them and pin them. What else y'all thought was going to happen? Smash them, stack them, pin them. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to go on to be the GOAT. He's going to go on to be our modern day Bruno. He's going to beat Hogan's record. And then I think down the line, way, way, way down the line, it'll be Seth Rollins in some Shield full circle moment will be the one who dethrones him. It's only going to be Seth or Rock. Because there's nobody else on the roster that's built up enough to really take the spot. Ideally, I'm going to do a whole video on this. In the perfect world, Austin Theory, Brian Breaker, Grayson Waller, like one of the young dudes would be ready, like when Randy Orton was ready. Somebody will be ready like that, ready like Freddie, to have their WrestleMania moment and be the guy for the next 15 years. But we don't have nobody ready like that. They don't want anybody ready like that. You know, they could just book people that are strong and have them ready. There's guys that are good wrestlers, good talent, speak on the mic, keep their bodies in shape, got good gear, good theme songs, but they're not pushing these people. They're not pushing them to the top. So there is no guy ready to take the mantle from Roman Reigns. Unfortunately, it's going to be Seth Rollins. It's nobody else. LA Knight is already in his upper 40s. It's going to be Seth Rollins. I'm telling y'all what I know. It's going to be Seth Rollins. But I don't want to make this whole video about that. Let's bring it back to The Rock. If it is The Rock, it'll be another, what was that, 2013 when The Rock came in and beat CM Punk? And then he held the title so they could do that like once in a lifetime, twice in a lifetime storyline with John Cena.